Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Medusa Maybe, back with another podcast. This is the I Got Nothing podcast where we talk a little bit about a lot of shit. I took a break for like a week because I was sick, unfortunately. I had a crazy ass summer cold, but I no longer sound like I swallowed a frog. So I'm back with another podcast, and I got some of my black nerdy girls with me. And we going to have a little bit of fun, talk about a little bit of stuff and see just see where it goes. So I want all my girls to introduce themselves simply because the podcast this week is where we talk about what it's like being a black girl in a nerdy world that's honestly dominated by a lot of men, and some of the frustrations and the fun and the difficulty it's been being an admin of some of these black nerd groups. So with that, I'll let Charmy introduce herself first.
Hi, I'm Charmy. I am an admin in 4BGBG, also known as 4 Black Girls Blerd Group. I also was a mod in several of the EJOBN groups as well. And I've been modding since 2018.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little bit of veteran.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Next.
Hey y'all, I am Maggie. I am an admin also for BGBG, for Black Girls Work Group. I am an admin in my journey, and I've been an admin for maybe 3 or 4 years, and then I was a mod before that.
Okay. Has it just been? Maybe it has been. Has it only been 3-4 years? I
It's
swear
only been 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. All right. Tara B.
All right, my name is Tara B, aka the Mad Weirdo. I have been an admin in the My Journey group for 2 years now. I started off as a mod when we first were created, and I was the co-runner for the After Dark part of My Journey. Yeah, that was interesting.
We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. And I don't know if anybody knows, obviously, because I don't talk about it that much, but I am currently an admin of 3 groups. I think it was 4 before we got rid of one, but I'm an admin for Extraordinary Journey of a Black Nerd, which is honestly where I met all of these ladies. And then I was an admin for My Journey when we formed that group. And I'm currently also an admin for Kurihime's Palace, which I'm not super active in for different reasons, but I've been an admin for a long time. And then I think before I got into it with the owners of another group, I was an admin of, I think it was the Lovers and Friends group, I think. And then I left that joint over some BS, but we don't have to talk about that right on this one. But I met, yeah, it was,
Yeah.
it was trash. Anyway, but honestly, I did meet a boyfriend out of there. So I mean, say that what you will, you know what I'm saying? That did happen.
That is a perk.
But I met Tar B in Ethiopian. Tar was already a team member. And I was just a regular member when she and I came into contact with each other that way. And then when I became a moderator, I think she was still on the team. And then at some point, EB left. And and then from being a moderator, I became an admin. And I've been an admin ever since. And I know that's also where I met Charmy and Maggie. Charmy got brought in as a moderator. And I think that was me who recommended her. I don't remember because
I think it was Ryan.
Ryan recommended you, but Ryan's word didn't pull a whole lot of weight. It didn't hold a whole lot of weight. No, it didn't hold a whole lot of weight. So I think I was good with recommending you too because I really liked you or whatever. And then Maggie got brought on as a team member in My Journey when that group got formed, and then I bumped her up to admin when I decided to take a break. Because at that point, it was just there was a whole lot of like stuff going on. And I just felt like I was getting pulled in a million different ways. And Maggie's was always really great. She's She's a little bit more pettier than I am, but that's because I'll be trying. I really be trying. Like I be trying. And I'd be like, y'all really don't want me. Like I know Charmy has seen me go off in the EJLBN chat, admin chat before. So I'd be really trying not to go there, but sometimes it's really hard. And I'd be like, I think Journey needs somebody who's just a little bit more level. Cause when I get hot, I get hot. So
Yeah.
I had to back up off Journey a little bit. But y'all have done a great job with that group. And I'm really proud of y'all. I feel like I've been watching y'all grow, with the exception of EB. I know you. That's different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like Charmy and Maggie, like I've really watched y'all grow in a lot of ways, and the fact that y'all formed y'all's own group, and I just think is dope. So I thank you all for like being with me and joining this podcast with me today.
Of
Oh, that
course.
makes me cry.
Oh yeah.
Buttering me up.
Trying. Oh, and then side note, me and EB have actually met each other in person.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to spend a whole lot of time together, but we have
Right.
met each other in person, and we keep trying to mesh our schedules up to like kick it for real, and we just can't seem to get it together no matter how hard we try. But we gonna
Yeah.
get it together one of these days. We gonna get it
We
Yes,
Yeah.
together.
we
just
But
are.
yeah.
we
We
just
just
missed
met.
E.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
missed
me and
you, but me and
Maggie.
Andrea finally met in person.
Yay! Oh, that was that
Yeah.
trip. That
Yeah.
was that trip I was mad I ain't know about. I was like, wait a minute. They meeting each other? How come I ain't know? Like nobody hits me up. Nobody messes me up. I'm like, fine, that's fine. Whatever.
After
I'm not
all the
jealous at all. I'm
years.
not jealous at all. That's fine. It's totally
No
fine.
anger. Yeah, I can
None.
see.
But that's good. That's what we're supposed to do, especially if you're really cool. That's what we're supposed to do. So I'm
Yeah.
glad y'all were able to
Exactly.
do that.
Yes. I got to terrorize her
Yeah.
in person.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh Lord. All right, girls. We about to get into it. So, like I said earlier, this podcast is basically about our experiences being women in a male dominated space, which is the nerd/geek space. It is a male dominated space. I'm not saying men run it because they don't. But men seem to try to want to claim this realm as their own when it's not theirs, it's a claim or whatever. So I really wanted to talk about why you chose to become admins. What has been like some things that were frustrating for you and navigating some of these spaces? What fun things have come and what good things have come from these spaces? And just what you would like to see, as you continue to navigate these spaces in your own ways. And what it means to you, I guess, to be a Black girl in this nerd space is kind of what this podcast is about. So I want to start off with all of you telling me, how did you first get? I know we briefly talked about it, but how did you first get started being a moderator or admin? What made you choose to be a moderator or admin of some of these groups? So whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first. I remember I was in e-jobbing. I know I say it wrong.
It's
It's just
okay.
me. I say a lot of words wrong, but you know what I'm saying. And then I remember they were like, "Oh my God, we're creating a group, and you can say nigga." And I was like, "Let's go!" And I remember nigga day. And I was just like,
It's a day that will live in
"Oh,
infamy. Okay, that
listen
was a
to
day to live in
home."
infamy.
And then when we had, what was it, ADH After Dark, be
Yeah,
there right on
yeah,
time Friday
Yeah.
night. Be
yeah,
up. I got into some
yeah.
situations with that when I look
Right.
back.
You what? You got us a
Mm.
situation? What
Yeah.
situation?
Right.
Nah, hold on. We gonna
Such
no.
a
I
fun
need to.
time. Such a fun time.
What situation you were not gonna? What situation you in, Maggie?
Baby,
What you doing?
some of these people need help.
Yes.
Therapy. They don't
Severe
need
help.
sex talk.
Yes.
And I just remember being like super active. It always felt like the conversations were so much fun in my journey. And then I think you asked me or Andrea asked me, and I was like, fuck yeah. And just like having more of a presence, being able to have a lot more conversation starters.
Mm-hmm.
And then some stuff happened with people in the group, and we just decided to kind of just branch off and create a space that doesn't have the male toxicness
Ah.
of blurred space, like
Yeah.
prioritizing women, prioritizing LGBTQIA, like making sure that people have that respect. Because I felt like we were always asking for the respect as women,
Mm-hmm.
and it got tiring. Especially when we did most of the work in the group.
Mm.
Right.
We
Most,
Facts.
yeah,
most.
all of the work in the group. Like
All of the
we
work in
Facts.
did
the group.
all of the work in the group, and we weren't getting respect.
Right.
Hmm.
So being an admin is definitely a lot. Um, like when I talk to Andrea, I'm like, girl, I'm just about to be me. I can't, but it's like you can't be that way.
You
Like,
can't be
Right.
not. You can't like you really try to be nice, and these people do not respect. And I'm like,
Well, you
oh,
won't.
okay, so right, so this is what you want then. Then
yeah,
they
this
want to
is what
call
you
you out like,
want.
yeah, this is what you want. Then they want to call you out like, man, I didn't know you would. I'm like, but I tried to give you nice.
I
You ain't
tried.
respect nice, so
Right.
now I gotta
And
be
now,
hardcore.
now I gotta
That's
I
what it
Exactly.
never.
is.
be
I
such
don't
a
give
bitch.
nice. It's only mean, only
What?
mean and petty. It's all I
Yeah.
give.
And I'm like, once Andrea start being petty, now I'm just going full force.
Full
Full
force.
force. I don't care. She's backing me up right now. So
That's
yeah,
what it
that's
is.
why. But yeah, it's interesting. But I do love all the relationships that you meet, especially being
Hmm.
Yeah.
admin, from the people in the group, Discord, meeting people in person who aren't even active in the group, but they want to meet in person. Just all the
Hmm.
relationships
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tara or try me.
I will charm in. I will chime in. Hey, Charmy. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Um, I've been doing this since I was 11 years old, like the AOL chat rooms and shit,
Oh my God.
Okay.
the
Okay.
message
Okay.
boards and
Oh
all
my
that.
God. I forgot all about AOL. That used to get me in trouble.
Yes,
AOL got me in trouble back in the
yes, a lot. And so
day.
I learned a lot and had a lot of experiences because of that. And then we got on Facebook and I was like, oh, extraordinary journey. Yay. Black nurse. Yay. Petty, petty, petty posts. Just hotelpy posts.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
And it
Yes.
was just messy posts. And I was just like, look, can I help with this? Because we're seeing a lot of these crazy ass posts on here. And yeah, let's do some organization. And that pretty much got the ball rolling for me modding and admitting in groups. But I've been happy to just support the community, especially a lot of us black women that are in the community. We run
Mhm.
into this hotel shit all the time,
All the
or
time.
the
Hmm.
gatekeepers. Oh, you're a girl. You can't watch anime. Why? All this fake
Hmm.
poser shit that we deal with, and I just wanted to help with that. And I'm super petty. Like
Yes,
I'll
I
roast
do.
the fuck out of somebody.
I
So
know it well. I know it
like
well.
side me up the fuck up. So I was
Hmm.
all I was all good for it. So that's how I got into it. I love it. It can be frustrating as fuck,
Yeah.
especially dealing with stubborn members. But that's what you got the block and delete button for. So kick them out, get rid of them.
Yes.
But
Hmm.
Yep.
that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. Charmy?
Saving the best for last. But no,
That's
no, no,
right.
no. So I guess partly why I want to get into it was because I started being really active in EJOBN, and I was like, okay, this is so nice. But when you're active and you're in those comments and you see the mess that people will spout out, just the hatred of just random people or just out of nowhere, it's like, where's the admin or mods? And I'm like,
Right.
let me get on this team so I can help out. And then just, just being able to kind of feel like I have the power to speak up and say, "Hey, you're not going to talk to this person this way. You're not going to say this. It's just wrong. It's infactual."
Mhm.
And so that's probably one of the main reasons why I wanted to kind of join in as a mod for the team. And I gotta say, probably one of the most frustrating things is the people never stop. Like all the hoteps
Yeah.
and all of the, especially in such a large group as that one was, or is, not was, it's still going. But it's just like every day it's
Every
it's a
day.
million things. It's a million things going on. and it's like it just never stops. And then you also get the issues on the team where look, Tiffany, Maggie, y'all already know,
Yeah.
how bad that can be. Just arguing with our counterparts, and
Right.
most likely with the men. But just the problematic posts that they would put up and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, it's just a joke. People can't take a joke," and it's like
Right.
you already know what the issues are with this,
Mm-hmm.
so you
Mm-hmm.
already knew the blowback, and then you have people shitting on that group, and then you kind of take it a little bit personal, like, oh, because it's kind of they shitting on me because they be like, oh, the mods and the admin
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
group, and then
Yes.
I'll be like, let me go ahead and keep scrolling on that one because
Yes.
because I can't defend that. It's like, yeah, that's the creator, or that's the creator's brother, or that's
The cousin or
cousin,
Yep.
the
their
cousin.
legacy
Huh.
person or whatever.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh my
child.
don't get me
God.
started on the cousin.
Oh,
Child.
look, look and
Child.
listen here,
Let's
because
girl. So, and I'm sorry. I'll wait because I'm my bad. Go, please go ahead.
no,
Go ahead,
no,
Charmy.
you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
when I got brought in to be a moderator of Extraordinary Journey, it was Kevin Knotts who was already a member on the team, and when they was looking for new people, he hit me up because Kevin had talked with me a lot in the group. So he hit
Hmm.
me up and had asked if I was be interested. I was like, yeah, I was like gun ho, like I was like a newbie, I wanted to improve the group and I wanted to do
And,
all these
yep.
things and all this
Yep.
stuff. And then you get in the admin chat and then it's like, oh, it's not really a majority, like it's like a dictatorship. And then you got the
Mhm.
dictator with his old ass friends who just don't really do anything for the group, and then they just feel like they could talk to you any kind of way,
Any kind of way.
and then
Mhm.
the animosity started between me and just a couple of people in on the admin team, and then when I got promoted to admin, I think I got promoted to admin a little bit after Tara B left. Um, I got promoted to admin simply because the only other women admin really was Okamiko
Yep.
and Christine.
Yep.
But now I'm not going to say what was before me because I don't really know when it was a Wild Wild West. Tara B got more of them stories. But when it was a Wild Wild West on that team, I don't really know too much about that. But by the time I got there, Christine wasn't really doing too much in terms of trying to come up with new stuff to engage the group. She would post like anybody else, but like
Mhm.
activities and stuff, I don't remember that when I first got there. And then Okamiko was really big on her cosplay shit. You know what I'm saying? And she had her own beef going on with some of the dudes in the team. So I came in trying to do stuff and trying to be just trying to be another black female voice on the team. And as you guys, well, Maggie, obviously you don't know, but I'm no Tarby and Charmy knows. Some people was with it, and there was some who wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
So
Yep.
I would be battling a
Mhm.
whole lot in that group. And then I was like, we got to come up with some structure. So I helped, form the teams that now exist. You got the post approval, and then you have, violations and all of that.
Mhm.
And I did a whole lot of recruitment, brought great people and team members in, but it's just, you got them legacy people who like to claim, oh, I was here when it was 3,000
Yep.
members. I helped, bring it. And I'd be like, okay, that's great. But what is you doing now? Like Janet Jackson, what is you
Right.
doing for me lately? You ain't doing shit now. You causing disruption.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You posting shit that's homophobic as fuck or
Mm.
really womanizing, you know what I'm saying? You posting R.
Mhm.
Kelly jokes.
Right.
I'm not for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that, and then
Yeah.
you arguing for people because somebody made an R. Kelly joke at me one time. I blocked them. I kicked them from the group. They go whining, and then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna undo that. They sit up here making jokes about rape is not funny.
At all.
Right.
I know you niggas
Right.
been getting away with it for a long time because y'all niggas, whatever.
Right.
But I don't joke like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rape jokes are not funny to me. They do not fly. I don't give a fuck who it is. So yes, I
Right.
banned them. You know what I'm saying? And they're not
Mhm.
coming back. And
Yeah.
and then it was just trying to have those conversations. And then when Journey got created, it was like, wait, the Wild Wild West, like Maggie said, simply because there was no rules yet.
Yep.
Like it got created, it got advertised, and then the idea was the person who created it thought, oh, well, the people who were in the group would probably get it shut down. So he wasn't really putting too much task into it because he figured Facebook was going to flag it enough and shut it down on its own because he was trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? When the group got created, he was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
But
Backfired.
Like the group.
Backfired.
Right. It backfired and it actually started succeeding. And then it was like, oh, well, I guess we need to make some rules. So then then he asked me to come in and organize, which you guys know I organize actually pretty well. So that's why I got brought in. He asked me to come in and organize it. But then, just like he sometimes does, he would give me some power. But then when I wanted to boot certain people from the admin team, I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me because that's his cousin.
Yeah,
and
we all know.
But I was like, but they're not listening to me, which I have a problem with that. If you tell me that this is my group to admin and run, then I'm gonna need full reins and I'm gonna need these people to respect me. If they don't respect me, we're gonna be beefing. And I don't want my team to see us beefing all the time. That's not cohesive for us as a group. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason he able to do that because he's throwing your name out there all the time. Like whatever you got to say to me, you talk to him first, so I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was that kind of thing. And that gets annoying because like you guys said, I'm here to help us as a group. I'm not here to battle with people. I'm here to try to do stuff. If you are threatened by me or got a problem with me, that's your problem. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. I am me. And that's just pretty much what it is. And then getting pulled into moderate situations, you know, like the sexual harassment thing we had.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, where a team member pulled that bullshit. And I was just like, come on, we sending unsolicited dick pictures to people. I was like, is that what we doing?
That happened to me.
No, I'm talking about when we had a team member that I had to boot because he was sending.
I think I messaged y'all. And
was that you?
Was that you? Yeah. Oh,
Max, that wasn't you.
I definitely messaged you about a guy once that was sending me unsolicited pictures.
But he was
the admin though, or was
he was a moderator of Journey?
No. He was just in the group.
No, Ejiobi and I remember that. I remember that about Ejiobi because I had to boot his ass after he hit me. But I'm talking about this dude was a team member in Journey that was doing that shit in other groups. And I had to kick him out because for whatever reason, motherfuckers find my name on admin list and then they just automatically message me. I didn't know who these people was, but all of a sudden I got pulled into a situation. It could be because I respond when it is like serious. I respond. You know what I'm saying? Now you messaging me because your post ain't get approved. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. But somebody harassing you, somebody sending stuff to you, that kind of stuff I need to know and I'll respond to that. So it was just, you know, getting pulled in on that. I mean, it really was like crazy. And then when I was looking for support or backup, I wasn't getting it from some of the main people that I should have been getting with. And that's when my attitude started to crash. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, well, what am I doing all this stuff for, trying to extend the brand if you're not respecting my opinion or letting me do the things that I need to do to kind of help your group be great?
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it started, and that's when I started slowly to back up from Journey because I was getting pulled in a million directions. I had personal shit like happening, and it's really frustrating. You know, I don't know if any of you had it. Tara, I feel like has had this, but because Tara's been admitting a little bit longer than me, but I started getting death threats from members. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. And I'm just like, I'm not with that. Just because I boot you because you being an asshole, it's a million other Black nerd groups. You say you hate us so much, well then get out. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. What is you here for? And then you want to send me a death threat?
Right.
It's annoying. It gets to be really annoying. And I just got depleted a little bit with that. So I had to take a step back from, because I mean, at one point in time, Tara brought me in towards the end of, she had a risque sex group. I'm just going to say it's a sex group.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I loved it. by the way. I got some situations out of that joint too. I was having a ball up in there. But, there was some shit that was happening. You know what I'm saying? And so towards the end, Tara was having issues where she started not being able to trust other people on her team. So she hit me up and she was like, Tiff, you've always been cool. You've always had my back. I need you to come in. I was like, I got you. But it was towards the end of the group, obviously. But I came in and did what I could do. But it's just very frustrating when you try to do the best you can and you just got these members who are nasty. You just got these, especially some of these dudes who feel like you're not supposed to talk to them because you're a woman. And
Right.
you be like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said earlier, I really be trying to be nice. I really, really do. But sometimes, boy, and then you get me to a certain point. Then all of a sudden I'm violating rules because I'm going to cuss your ass out. You take me to a certain level. And I really don't like getting to that level because I get mad. When I get mad, I get mad. Like I get mad. So, and I know Charmy has seen it a couple of times in the EGLB and admin group where I went off on a couple of team members because they just kept going and I went off. Like it's no holds barred when you get me to a certain point. And it's hard. It's hard admin in these groups. So what I want to know from you guys, because Maggie kind of talked about it earlier, and I got to know, okay, because I'm curious as shit. Okay, I need to know what kind of situations have you gotten into from some of these groups?
Girl, a relationship, never again. Never in your life talk to someone you met on Facebook. I promise. Just say somebody in prison. Just say someone in prison. It's better. It might pan out better. At least you could get them rearrested. I'm very serious though.
Like
I agree though. I agree to a certain extent. Cause not in the group. Not in the group.
Yeah, no, Facebook period.
No Facebook period.
Okay, I need to know.
In general, especially in ADH, in the dungeon chat we had, just knowing that how many girls have seen the same thing, like especially when you talk to other girls and you're like, oh, you know Bob, this Bob, oh yeah, I know Bob did this. I'm like, he did this. It's the same thing, same shit. Or like you're talking to a dude, find out they married.
Yeah.
You know how many times that has happened? Like, oh my God.
Oh, they got a girlfriend.
Or a girlfriend or a baby on the way.
Heidi.
Or they talk to somebody else in the group that they don't know that you're cool with. Or all of these things. Like, sir, you're weird. Like, there was one dude I met in ADH. I would talk to him all the time. I don't even know if he's still in the group, but he was like light skinned. He will always comment after me.
That was a downfall right there.
Baby, come to find out, I'm in another group like Black Girl Therapy, and I see this girl. She's super pretty. I click on her profile because she's like talking about having a new baby, and I'm like, oh, I'm finna be nosy. That was her husband. And I remember when I told Charlene Patty, I told her, and I was like, girl, go look at this girl profile. See who her husband is. They have 2 kids. Like, this man would be every weekend, we'd be talking like, and if I can remember his name, he was light skinned. He was super cute too. I forgot his name, but yeah. And I was just like, niggas ain't shit.
Out here cheating.
And then there was like another dude, he was supposed to fly out here. And our conversations was so nice. He was older. But then it just got creepy, like sexually creepy. Like he couldn't just even ask me how my day was. It was just always creepy. And I kind of wanted to ghost him, but I was still an admin.
He was gonna see it.
I know. So it was just like, maybe we should just never meet. Like, cancel your ticket, because honestly, this is very uncomfortable. But yeah, no, like the last guy I dated, I made sure he was blocked from our group and my journey, because you're not going to enjoy any blerd life I'm very serious. Find a group that's not with me in it because you will be blocked. And I remember
Right.
he
Oh my
messaged
gosh.
me asking me why did I block him? Like he could still enjoy the group. And I'm like, nigga, why the fuck would you think you would still be in this group? Like,
Right.
what audacity do you have? Nigga.
All of it. All
Girl,
the
oh
audacity.
All
Lord.
of it.
And
Now,
then y'all
listen,
know how messy that dungeon chat got.
nerd dudes are got
Very.
audacity. Now see,
Oh,
I left.
Girl, well, you
I
left before the
left
messiness.
because I left and I know I feel like I told Tara this because Tara reached out to me to like check on me and I feel like I told her this. The only other person I think who might know is Steve because me and Steve are real cool. But I left simply because somebody tried to play me in that chat and we had messed around. We was trying to date. It didn't work out. Just timing, messed up. It just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no ill will from that though. We was cool. At least I thought we was cool until I look up and saw that he had like unfriended me. And I was like, I was just curious. I hit him up. I was like, yo, you unfriended me? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I couldn't keep like looking at your posts in my news feed, and you weren't really talking to me. Like I did it on the drunk, like I got drunk and I just got mad at you.
Nigga,
You know
you
what I'm
could have
saying?
unfollowed me.
That's what I said. And I was like, well, he
right.
was like, because
Right.
everybody's talking to you and joking up with you. And I would get mad and jealous because me and you not doing that. I said, we not doing that because you had shit going on. It wasn't me. It was you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, but I was like, I thought we was cool. And then he was like, I just feel like sometimes you be trying to keep me in your back pocket. And I never knew we was actually really friends or not. I said,
Okay.
we have all played Xbox, and when I say all, I mean like me and my daughter.
Mm.
Mm.
I don't do that shit with everybody.
Yeah.
So we are either have to be dating or really, 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 really cool. For now, obviously, my daughter is older. Y'all know she's about to be 21 next month. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So she's
Oh,
not young. But the point is, I don't just hey,
right.
hey, kiddo,
Mhm.
you want to hop on with me and some random nigga? No, I don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna sit up here and really question if we was really friends? So like I had an attitude. I had a problem with that. And I couldn't look at him in that dungeon chat anymore. I couldn't do it. So that's why I left. Because I couldn't, he was really pissing me off. And I have not talked to him since then. And the next thing I know, like I was hearing about some of the beef that was happening in the chat or whatever between some of the women and the dude here in the
Girl.
People mad
Oh,
that people slept with other people first. Like, this
Yep.
is a
They
sex
mad because
room.
they got it
listen,
hit.
what
They
is
hit it first.
that was hilarious. We ended up kicking her out. We ended up kicking her out.
We did. We did.
But it's like, why
He
you
had
mad? Like, with the exception of some of us, we're all strangers. Like,
All
we're
of us.
all
Right.
strangers with
Yeah.
the exception of some of us. So the chat was, and remember, we said, y'all meet up. It's at your own discretion. It's at your
Yeah.
own
right.
risk.
On
Yep.
We are
risk.
not condoning anything. If anything happened, it ain't got nothing to do because I'm not taking a fall for no shit that happened. You meet. So
Nobody.
how you gonna get mad that a stranger you just met in the chat had sex with somebody before you?
Right.
I
Oh,
don't get
Not
that.
Make
even
that
your
make
nigga.
sense.
He not even
Right.
claiming you as like he's not your nigga.
That's not your bitch. He's not. You're not his bitch. He ain't claiming you at all.
He
He
probably
going
saying the
around
same thing to both of
to
y'all.
every other bitch. Like,
I heard about that. That shit
sweetie,
was crazy to me. It was
enjoy.
crazy.
It,
It ruined it.
girl.
And you know what's funny is everybody keep asking us when we gonna bring ADH back. When we
Never.
like y'all niggas don't know how
Never.
to act. You got that
Never.
one chick who's
no.
always trying to put her titties out. Every
Yes.
time we
Right.
talk about, every time we say post a selfie, she wanna put.
She
I'm
want
like,
to put her titties.
we say no nudity?
We
Didn't we
literally
say no
said
Right.
that.
nudity?
We literally said no
Every
nudity.
time but it's see
Um,
through. I put pasties on it, bitch. We can
Girl,
still see
stop.
everything.
We can
Stop.
still see your
Literally.
titties.
Stop.
Like,
Stop. Y'all don't get
Literally.
it. So, but they ask all the time, when y'all gonna
Never.
do this? And I'd be like, listen,
mm,
that's on them. That's on y'all. Y'all want to start it up
mm-mm.
again? I'm with you, but that shit is rough. That
I'm
shit's
out
I'm
of
rough.
that.
done. I'm done
I'm
with
going to
that.
bed. I'm going to bed.
I'm done with that.
a lot of bad
I'm
things
done with
came
all
from
that.
that chat. A lot of
Yes.
bad things came from that chat.
Yes. I remember the first ADH. Oh my motherfucking god, bro. They went wow.
They
Like,
did.
They acting
They
like they
did.
ain't have an inch of sex, a
They
penny of
did.
sex, or nothing. I was like,
Nothing.
bro,
Like
is
y'all
this
niggas don't leave the
real?
house. It's Saturday. Y'all don't go see a
Go
movie.
go
Y'all
touch
on
grass.
Right, go touch
No.
some
And
grass
I'm
or
like,
something.
I know 70% of y'all lying because y'all don't leave y'all house. So y'all don't have none of these incredible stories that you're talking about. Y'all barely can shoot your shot anonymously. Like, what are you
Ugh.
doing? Y'all lying. Y'all are not doing none of these.
Girl. I
Full
think
on
the
capping.
I think one of the things that happened to me that was crazy is I had a stalker in the group because he followed me from Lovers and Friends into EJOBN. And then when Journey happened, he followed me in Journey. And then he tried when we had the ADH chat, he kept trying to join. And I remember I messaged EB and I was like, do not, if you add him, I gotta go.
I remember.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I was
remember.
like, I can't. She was like, what's going on? I was like, this dude, I don't remember if I sent her the screenshots. I can't remember. I was like, but
Yeah,
he
you
would
did.
message me like once every month for like 2 years. I never responded. It was just, what's up? What's going on, Tiffany? Hey, beautiful. Hey, sexy. I wish I could be your man. Blah, blah, blah. And 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I can't do this, dude. I do not know where the fuck he come from. I'm not interested. If he joined that chat, I'm gonna have to bounce because I refuse to let him see any naked,
Pictures of
any
you.
risque pictures
Anything.
of me. Yeah, anything that I may post. I did not want him in that
Yeah.
group. So I told EB, I was like, I know and like every week when y'all would recruit, he would be like, I want in. I want in.
Yep.
And I literally told EB, I was like, if y'all add him, I got to go.
There was
I was like,
literally a
I
list of people I was like, they are not allowed in this chat.
Yeah.
I genuinely
Yeah.
don't care that they
Same.
will never enjoy this chat a day of their life.
It was
Yeah.
Because
crazy.
you're
It was
creepy.
crazy.
You're
Creepy.
thirsty. You're creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Or you like
Creepy.
say shit that brings down the whole room. Like I'm gonna say it. I
Your
got two.
friend.
I got two, and I know who y'all know who I'm talking about.
The
One's
one I've been trying to
Emmanuel.
kick. I've been
One's
trying to kick
Emmanuel,
him
Emmanuel.
since day
and
one.
then the other one is Samuel. I was like,
Yeah.
listen.
Oh
Oh,
my
girl, I
god.
got that
I
man
forgot about
muted.
him. I forgot about him.
Girl, I think
You
we
just
had
brought it
to.
back. I forgot.
I had to fix him from our group, or we decline his post. But he's like not allowed to post because
Which one?
Samuel. Oh,
Yeah.
no. You know I've
Yeah.
been trying to kick Emmanuel from my journey since day one. He would never be allowed
Please.
in any group. No, no,
I
Mm-mm.
can't stand that
no.
dude. So it was, and
Mm-mm.
I was just like, y'all always be posting some bullshit. And then when I found out Emmanuel, it was in a whole relationship. I was like, the way
Bro.
you be talking about these
Fighting over
women,
him.
I was like, the way you be talking about these women, but your girlfriend is in it. Why you sitting up here acting like you unattractive? You in a whole relationship, my nigga.
You got a whole
What is you
girl.
talking? You got
Crazy
a
thing,
whole girl.
I'm in a wrestling group with Emmanuel. He do not act like that at all.
That was somebody said.
He
Somebody
do
said that
not act
shit
like
under
I'm
one of
in
his comments.
in AAW, like National Nation African American, you know what I'm saying. But he's in that group and he do not act like that at all. And I'm
Because
like,
he a
Yep.
I
villain.
think you're kind of cool in this group, but
He a
in reality,
villain.
you're a loser. You're
He's a villain.
an
I
Right.
say
energy
that all the
vampire.
time. He's a villain. I was like, you a villain, and can't nobody tell me nothing. I
Yeah.
used to have so much pity for that dude until I learned
Oh
he
Not
my
had
no
a
more.
god.
girlfriend,
Oh
and
no.
his girlfriend was cute. Okay, she
That
was
part.
smart, and I
She on
was
my
sitting up here
page.
like, yeah, I was sitting up here like, how you just gonna sit up here and talk about women and you got a girl? And then the stuff he would say, I would be like, if I was your girl, I would probably have to gut punch you. I would gut punch you for saying some of the
Right,
stuff that you
bro.
say. And so I
I
was
would
like,
be
after that, I was like,
ashamed.
oh, you're a villain. Oh, okay. I was like, you want somebody to listen to your pity part. I'm not gonna pity you. You a
Hmm.
villain.
I feel
You a
like as
villain.
an admin too, you learn to like stop having pity for people because you be like,
Yes.
Yep.
oh, and then they get
Yes.
so motherfucking annoying,
Yes.
and
Yep.
you feel
I
I
just
can't.
we had that one person who would reach out to us talking about that they were going to unalive themselves.
Oh
And
yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, here's the screenshot. What to do? They're like, oh no, they do that every
Don't worry
month,
about
like
it.
every couple of
We was
months.
like,
I'm
don't
like,
worry about it.
what?
Charlie was like, wait a minute, what do you mean? I was like, oh no, he messages us like once every 6 months, talk about he going, so this, and whatever. And then he be right. He just wants somebody to talk to. He lonely. That's
And
all.
then be
Cause I
in the comments, just yakking it up. It's like, what is going on?
I
Not
was
in the
like,
comments. He be
because
kicking.
because as an admin, especially as a woman admin, we
Yes.
care. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We
Right.
care like I care. Like, no, don't try to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let me find,
Right.
but then I had to think about it and I was like, why are you messaging me instead of calling like a suicide hotline crisis type situation? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And
Yeah.
then when I learned that they were doing the same thing to other team members, I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
no, you just want some attention. And it's very stressful because when you talk and you navigate some of these situations, like you putting your whole self into these conversations and then
Yep.
to find out that they just looking for attention, like that's just draining as fuck. It's draining as
As
hell.
Mm-hmm.
motherfuck. Yeah.
It's draining as
Mhm.
hell.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, okay, so what I would like to know is now because we're coming towards the end because we talked about a whole lot. There's gonna be this need to be a girlfriend podcast because we got a whole lot of other shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do want to know what are some really great things that have come out of being an admin in some of these groups for all of you?
I mean, for me, I have to say just the relationships. Like
Yeah,
me, Maggie, like me and her are for real life friends. Like real
yeah,
life, we have met each other now, so like we are friends. And like, and that not just her, like so many people that I probably would have never met or been introduced to if it wasn't for one, me being in these groups, but also being more of like a visible figure since I'm a mod or an
yeah.
admin. So like people see you more, people recognize you more. People started being like, "Oh, that's the one that's petty, that's not gonna take no shit. So let me tag her when I'm having an issue with somebody." Because they know you get in there, be like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, 500 comments. Let me get up in this.
Yep,
Oh, a
Yep.
quick block while I'm at it. Quick ban for you." And
yep.
and then like honestly, that has to be the best part. Just the relationships that I've met that I'm hoping will be lifelong friendships. Like Maggie is going to bug me to the day I die. I know this for a fact.
Yes.
Like
Hundred
she's not
percent.
going anywhere.
Nowhere.
So for me, I gotta definitely say the friendships that I've made.
Okay, Tara B.
I agree with that. What Charmy said, it is the friendships, meeting a lot of people and having
Hmm.
access to a lot of people, and figuring out, oh, okay, I like this thing. I thought I was the only one. Community. So
Yes.
that's the biggest thing that I got out of being an admin and mod is the community space to meet people who like certain things that you like. Because as y'all know, growing up, there weren't many people around that liked our
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Or if
just
there were,
being
we didn't know. If
we
there
didn't
were, we
Right.
didn't
know.
know.
Right.
Mhm.
So everybody thought they were alone in this, and then you get into this space, and oh, okay, I meet this person. I think that's great, and just having the opportunity to help curate that space and keep that space safe for people, so they can
Mhm.
have an opportunity to let loose and be themselves, because we don't get many opportunities to do that in the real world.
Hmm.
True,
Mhm.
true.
So that's pretty much what that is for me. So yay.
Okay, yeah, and again, I just want to again, me and EB have met each other. So,
Yep.
and it was a really great experience when we finally did meet after being friends for Facebook friends for a long time.
Long
And
time.
it was even though there was some shit happening in that house.
Right. Girl.
It was some shit happening in that house, you know what I'm saying? But
Girl.
but it was good seeing her and I honestly can't wait to see her again, honestly, and meet the rest of you. But I just
Yes.
had to throw that in
Hmm.
there like really quick.
Yeah.
Um, Mags, what about you?
I will agree with everyone. The relationships, like I'm an only child, so I don't have like siblings. So it's like I have people that are like my sister, like Andrea. I love her so much. I'm on
Aw.
100% going to bug her and make her life hard every day. And it's out of
Nice.
love. It's
I
out
don't.
of love. Like I have
Aw.
people that I can play games with, like
Yeah.
Mario Kart, Fall Guys, Dead by Daylight. You can have that where you can talk shit. Like having that safe space where
Hmm.
you just need to talk to someone. Like I just need to vent, and there's people who can just talk to you, sit with you, listen to music. Like I just enjoy like streaming video games or movies, just having that community overall in that safe space. And it's like, I've never met some of these people and I feel like I would trust them with my life. But those are
Yeah.
the bonds you build. And that's why it's like, meet
Mhm.
your internet friends. They're your
Yes.
friends
Meet
for
your
life.
internet
They're
friends.
Meet
your
your
friends
Yes.
internet
for
friends.
life. Like, I
Yes.
love
Yes.
it. There are things that I would have never done, like played Elden Ring, but I bought it because other people in the group were playing it. And I was like, okay. Or like TV shows, music, just different interests. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Listen to y'all. Y'all so
Yeah.
nice. For me, I think it was definitely the community, definitely the friendships. Like I said, I met EB a while ago, and then meeting all of you. With Charmy, I knew the hubby first, Ryan, simply because he joined the team. Um,
Hmm.
but I became friends first with Charmy
Yep.
simply
Just to
because
spite him. To
Ryan
spite
was getting
him.
on my nerves. Yeah, Ryan was getting on my nerves or whatever. So I became friends with Charmy simply to spite Ryan for a little bit. And then Ryan would be crying.
Like I was,
Ryan would,
I was thrown in his face. I'm like, oh look what my friend Tiffany just posted. Yeah.
and then Ryan would hop up in my inbox like, I can't believe you put it on right before me, that kind of thing. And it was all of
Mhm.
that. And then I finally friended him and, took the join in. And then Maggie, again, I met Maggie and Journey. And okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little something, Megs. I didn't really know what to think of you at first. I
Really?
know.
Really?
Simply because you're friends with somebody who would throw shade at me.
oh,
I can message you offline about that.
okay.
We're not gonna put that out here into the ether
Okay.
because she since then has apologized to me simply because she liked somebody who liked me,
Oh.
and she had a little bit of an attitude with me. You know what I'm saying? And she had even told me she had gone to my page before just to, try to understand. And I was just like, I didn't even know you existed. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like I really be minding my business. Anybody who knows me
Right.
knows I really be minding my business. So you coming in, you checking out my page, and you got a little bit of jealousy towards me because somebody that you like, you seen him show affection and shit towards me. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? So
This is
because you
why
were
men are
friends,
terrible.
so because you were
Right.
friends with her, because you was friends with her, I used to wonder, I wonder if she's shady too. Like, I don't know if she's shady too. It was that kind of thing. But then
She
as
is
I got to,
shady. She is shady.
but as I got to know you and talk with you, I was like, oh, okay, me and her ain't got no beef. Like, she's cool as shit. We don't got no beef. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? After that, I wanted to be a part of Maggie's world. Like after that, so it was all that kind of thing. But so it's definitely the relationships, definitely the community. Like EB
And the
said,
memes, y'all. The memes.
yeah, I collect them all the
Oh my
time. I got a
god.
collection.
The memes are
Collection.
wonderful.
Well,
The
we
stuff
just
are
had that
amazing.
nigga post where
The
the girl was
nigga
like,
post.
we shouldn't say nigga. And I'm like, girl, you in the wrong motherfucking group for
You in the
this.
Wrong
wrong group.
group.
And that was
And
me
all,
being petty because I was going
and
to decline it.
although I can understand what she was trying to say, but you in the wrong
You
group
in
for
the wrong
that.
group. Wrong
You
group.
in the
Thank
wrong group for that.
They
So
went
it's
Like we got
like, yeah, we got her together. She got together real quick. She got
like
it real
that's the
quick.
foundation of my journey. Oh,
the
a group where you
dragging.
can say nigga.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that part
Oh
too.
my God, the draggings.
The dragons.
See, and that'd be more y'all, cause like
Yeah.
I did participate in a few here and there, but it was when I got pissed at something, like when somebody
Hmm.
tried to steal the ADH.
Oh
And
yeah.
I think it was
Ooh,
Mags.
Yep.
I think it was Mags who told me, or maybe it was
it was
Itara who
me
told me.
because I
It was
got
Mag
added
No, it
to
was
it.
When
mad.
Mags showed me was I was like, who the fuck? So after that, I got hot. So, and then y'all saw what happened. Like from there, it was a drag. Because my thing is the other thing that I appreciate is being able to, one thing I will say that being in EGOBN and being in Journey allowed me to do was create stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Create, when the ADH thing came across, or like in EGOBN, creating game tournaments, creating gamer groups that people join, you know what I'm saying, on all the different console platforms. Like it was being allowed to create. I had never really done nothing like that before. I mean, even like me podcasting now, I did the podcast for a year and a half for EGOBN. That's kind of what started my podcasting bug. So those were things that came out of the group that I would be forever grateful for. So it's like somebody comes in and tries to take something I got a problem with that because my people
Right.
came up with that idea, and then you up here talking about some man. I never even participated. Oh, screenshot this shootout.
Literally, this
This
is you.
you.
Right.
This is
This you
you.
talking about
Right.
some you ain't never participated. You don't know
Yeah.
what you talking
But
about.
you
Like you
in that
stole the
motherfucker.
name, you stole the hours, the days, the thing. Like you took everything.
Word for
No, my
word,
nigga.
bar for
Everything.
bar.
No,
Bar
no,
for
you don't
bar.
get to do that. Yeah, so it's like I do sometimes participate in jail, but the other times I'll be like, man, nah. Y'all be like, come on, Tiff. I'll be like, nah, come on. We gotta be better than that. And then sometimes I'll be like,
No,
No,
I be like,
no.
no,
No.
y'all do
No.
whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you want to drag. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Just make sure we don't get flagged by Facebook is all I'm asking or whatever. But,
Exactly.
and then y'all took that shit, but y'all have
The
me rolling for
KFC
sure.
outfit. The
The
KFC
KFC
outfit.
outfit, dude. Yeah.
The fit from top to bottom with KFC.
I
That was
still have memes from that
I
drag
forgot all
of him
about
dressed as
Yeah.
him.
Mhm.
KFC. Yeah.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
forgot all
He
about him.
deserved that though.
Yeah.
He
He
deserves
did.
every bit
Honestly,
of it.
everybody
He
that gets
did.
dragged deserve it.
He
Deserves
Like,
it.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
But he most definitely.
I got real tired of dudes coming for black women in that group. Like it would get on
Right.
my nerves. And I'm gonna be like, you do realize that our admin staff is like 90% black women, right? Like honestly,
Who
90,
do most of the work?
98%
Who do most of
black
the
women.
work?
You know
A
what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah.
And
All of the
then
work.
because I remember dude was like, oh, you won this group? Yup. Because I remember somebody was talking about me, and I think Mags was like, oh, you made Tiffany? And she tagged me on purpose because they was talking about me being an admin in Egypt being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they were like, I
Yeah.
can't stand that one with the glass, blah, blah, blah. And Megan was like, oh, you mean Tiffany Stevens? And she tagged me. And so I'm minding my business, you know, and I get the tag. I was like, oh, what? Oh, I mean, you got a problem with me? I'm over here too. I mean, what's going on? What's up? How can I serve you today? And then he had an
Right.
attitude with it. I was like, listen, I'm everywhere, baby. Everywhere you want to go, I'm there.
Literally.
I'm there. Everywhere you want to be at, I'm there. So
Yeah.
what's your beef? Let's talk about it. And then I got tired of him talking and I blocked him. I was like, I don't want to talk
Block
to you.
his
Like, I
ass.
don't,
Yep.
I
I
love
don't want to deal
muting
with that.
people and making them watch getting
Yep.
dragged.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can't respond.
Yep.
or like those ones who be blocking us and be like, you realize I'm an admin, I can see your punk ass still
I can
talking.
still see
You know
you.
that,
Still
right?
talking.
I can still
I can
see
still
you.
Still see
I
you.
can still see you and I can block you. So you can block me, but I can still see. That's the beauty of being an admin. Admin and moderators that do come with some perks where when you
Yeah.
want to be petty, that shit come in handy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So as we I love talking to y'all. I could talk to y'all like forever. We are coming to the end because we've been on this podcast for almost an hour. So I guess the last thing I want to ask you all is especially when it comes to dealing with some of these dudes in this group, whether romantically or not, because I got stories too, Maggie. That's probably another podcast, okay? But what I want to know is what is something that you want these men to understand about you as a black woman nerd? What do you need them to understand?
Respect me. You don't have to
Yeah.
question everything that I say or do. I may say a name wrong, okay, but you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't need to be a full dissertation. Let's just have dialogue. You're not superior to me.
That's word. Yep. Tara,
And
Charlie. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Maggie. Sorry.
No, that wasn't me.
that was me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tara.
And I want them to also understand we were in the trenches shooting in the gym too. We were out here doing the same shit that they were doing at their age, at their young age. We were watching anime. We were reading comic books. We were reading manga. So don't get on the internet as a grown ass nigga talking about women didn't do this until a few years ago. Yes, the fuck we did. Y'all just didn't
Mhm.
like us because we didn't look like them cheerleader assholes.
Mhm.
And and to add on to that really quick, there might be some women who did join a few years ago, but I also find there's a lot more niggas out here who just joined a few years ago too. So
Yep.
it's okay if somebody just joined in a few years ago. That still don't mean it's being done for clout. Maybe they discovered an interest that they didn't know that they had before. They have it now and they want to
Exactly.
explore. I mean, what's the problem with that?
What's the problem? Right.
Mhm.
What's the issue?
Mhm.
Exactly? And it charming.
I guess I would just say to listen to us. Like when when we tell you, hey, don't call us females. Here's why don't call us females. And it's just like, nah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
See,
Sciencing
there go
women is
another thing that keep the black man down. You trying to feminize what I'm saying
Right.
by trying to
You
tell
don't
me that when
understand
I'm
because you
calling you right.
emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
like, bitch, go to hell, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. You and your mama.
And your mama.
You, okay? And your bald head ass mammy, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That female, okay?
Yeah.
But no, it's just
Okay.
like we were literally telling you, hey, you know what would make you a better approachable man to women that you're interested in? Listening to us. Don't call us female. Don't do this. Do this. Like, just listen. Just listen.
No, but y'all women don't respect that though. So
Right.
when y'all don't respect that, you know, I
Y'all
don't know any
females.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Y'all
any women out, any females out here who respect. And I'd be like, so you know every woman on the planet, like you
every
know
Right.
single
every
one.
woman on the planet.
Every last one of
Yeah.
them.
They
Girl,
know everyone and think everyone
You
wants it.
did. This one right here is telling you something different.
Yeah.
This one
exactly,
right here.
Yep.
exactly. You
And
know,
believe us.
believe us, yeah. Yeah, and my whole thing is that I'm in this nerd space just like you. Whether you want to believe that I've been a geek since I've been little or not, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you till I'm blue in the face. I'm not gonna prove myself to you, and you asking like I don't ask you to prove yourself to me. You know, and then you get men who say, "But I do that with my dudes." You know, okay, but I'm not one of your dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm telling you,
Y'all niggas is weird if y'all do that.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
It's
saying? Like
Yeah.
weird.
all of my
Very.
girlfriends that are nerds or geeks, I don't sit up here and say, prove it to me. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get I don't do all of that. Now if we're talking about a subject and we both get into it, then that's one thing. But I'm
Right.
not gonna challenge your knowledge about something that you're passionate about. I'm not going
Right.
to do that. That's just not me. And my thing is if that's you, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
don't take it as me not wanting to go there with you as, oh, well, you clearly aren't into it because if you would. How about I just don't want a vein popping in my forehead today? I don't feel like getting a
Right.
migraine today. You know, can that be a thing? Because y'all be making me get migraines, and I don't want that today. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then it's just, and then like we said before, whether you believe I've been a geek or a nerd for as long as I have, that's not my thing. That's yours. But my thing is like y'all said, believe me,
Mm-hmm.
listen to me, respect me, because I'm not gonna disrespect you out the gate. But a
No.
lot of dudes start with disrespect and it's unnecessary.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then
Mm-hmm.
with me being an admin and with me being an outspoken admin at that, one, stop trying to threaten me. Threatening me. I don't know why we threatening women for doing our jobs in 2023. Okay, let's
Right.
cut that out. Two, just because you a man, stop this whole don't speak unless you spoken to bullshit because you don't own me. You ain't my daddy.
Exactly.
Okay, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I don't know where I really need for men to get rid of this superiority complex that a lot of them have in this space.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Girl,
Girl.
I need y'all to get rid of this superiority
Yeah.
some of y'all think y'all have in this space just because you do. It's like I really need for men to let that go because you're not better than me. I know you like to think you are, but you're not.
But
Literally.
you're
And
not.
those be the things that really be grinding my gears. Don't be trying to talk down to me because you a man.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing to me. Those be the things that really be irritating me. So that's what I want, a lot of fellas to like understand, like cut the superiority complex, like please.
Mm-hmm.
It would make
Mm-hmm.
our job a whole lot. And then, cause then also I know you all have witnessed it too. Like y'all be getting real hype in these debates. Y'all be threatening each other. Y'all be, threatening to go
Over
to each
shit
other's
that's not
house.
even real.
Oh, but shit
They
that's
were.
not real.
I remember this. One of the other admin. They were defending EJOBN and was talking about like shooting people. I'm like, what is going on? And you know
Man,
who I'm talking about. You know
We
who I'm
gang
talking
banging
about.
for admin groups now.
They banging
listen,
for the group.
listen, he went hard in other groups. And I mean, he was showing his screenshots and some of the other admins was in this other group. And so they was like, and I was just like, but why we talking about shooting people though? Like It's a
Now we
nerd
gang.
group. Like, it's a Facebook group. Like, why is y'all so? Because
We
they ain't
need
gonna be
hand
talking
signs.
about. I was like, listen. He was like, because they ain't gonna be talking about. And I was like, listen. I just need you to know, I'm not ride or die for this motherfucker
Did
here.
you
I
even
got
see
it.
the
It is
Right.
not blood in, blood out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
Blood
It
in,
is
blood
not
out.
blood in or blood out. Okay, I'm not fighting. I'm not shooting. Nobody coming to my
Look,
house for this bullshit.
What are
I
y'all
call
gonna
the
run?
cops
Y'all
on
gonna wear
everybody.
matching shirts and shoot somebody?
Right. We gonna roll deep
Roll
and go
deep.
shoot their ass.
Tommy,
Ah!
I was flabbergasted when I saw that shit. I was like, but why is you so mad? Cause
Right.
you know they over here, and I was like, okay, but we be throwing shade at other groups too. We do it
Right.
too.
Yeah.
So why is you so mad? Listen, I will never forget that. I was like, I'm gonna need you to relax. Like, I really need you to
Gang
go.
banging.
Listen, he wanted us to go to war, and I was just like,
it was
I'm not fighting
like,
for none of you niggas. I'm not
like
doing that shit.
we do this. I'm like, who is we?
No, we don't. Nigga.
Tommy,
Who are you?
right?
Oh my
Got
God.
blood in,
He
blood
was
out.
like, he sure was. He was like, cuz I ride hard. And I was like, I'm gonna need
Okay.
you to get your mouth off of so and so's dick, the creator's dick,
Yeah.
because you be on
Please.
that dick all the time.
But what's
Listen,
wild is it would be over like fucking Naruto.
That's
Like what?
Right.
something that's not real. Something that's not real.
Right.
It's not
it'd be
even
over comic book bullshit. It'd be over. And I'd be like, but it's not real, y'all. Like, y'all not gonna
Really
walk
not real.
outside and see the Flash. Like, y'all not
Yeah.
gonna walk outside
Right.
and see Superman. Like, you didn't grow up with Batman. Like, that's not your cousin
Right.
for
Like,
real.
wasn't
Iron
the
Man
trend-
is not gonna punch me because I hate
Exactly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Vegeta is not real. Vegeta, whatever, however the fuck you pronounce his name. Dragon Ball Z is not
The
real.
nigga is not real.
Right.
So why you
Uh,
trying to
Listen.
flip somebody mama house?
I forgot all about that. And I remember looking at the messages because he was posting. I was like, I'm gonna need you to relax. Like, you go way too hard, bro. Like, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Cause I'm
Please
not
go.
going to jail. I'm not
Go
fighting
smoke a
nobody.
blunt.
I'm not going to jail. I don't even like half of y'all on this fucking
Yeah.
team.
I don't want to
Right.
be a witness. Look,
Right.
likes and comments. Y'all would have no look. I had no
Nothing.
interaction. I'm like, what did they? I'm just reading. I'm like, what?
It was
Oh.
crazy.
That's so
It was
funny.
crazy. And I think that was that was the same group that he sent the unsolicited dick pic
Of
to
course.
Man Berry.
Of
Oh.
course.
Mm.
Yeah. And I was
On
like,
brand.
so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and remove yourself from that group, and I gotta kick you off of one of the
Now
admins,
he's
as a team
shooting
member.
and being a
Wait,
creepy
wait.
predator.
Okay, but what I remember from that more than anything else is that someone drew the squiggly arms on the picture of his dick. They had like squiggly arms and like a
Wiggly
Santa
arms.
and a
Oh my
Santa hat
God.
on it.
So like picture just picture someone's dick.
I picture it.
And then
I
picture some cartoon arms coming out and like two eyes on the shaft. And then I was like, what the fuck?
There was-
They drew some cartoon squiggly arms on his dick.
Yeah.
They gave it a name. I forget the name. I forget what we called it. We called it something. We came up with a name and I forget what it was.
I
I
can't
was just
remember
like,
either.
listen, he couldn't live that shit down for 6 months. Anytime he said something, I threw that shit out there, and then I'm a because I got to sew the end because we've been talking forever. But the reason, because somebody was like, I can't believe that he did that. I was like, I believe it because he actually sent me one, and I was like, at that point, I got uncomfortable, and I was like, I didn't ask you to send me nothing. And then he was like, but sometimes we all be flirting here. I said, no. I don't flirt with you, nigga. I don't flirt with you. I flirt with one particular person in this admin chat, one, and that ain't you. Okay, so how you took that upon yourself to send me this dirty, ugly, ashy dick picture?
No, not ashy.
Don't do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, what does your wife think? Is your wife cool with you just sending out dick pics? You know what he said to me? Sometimes when I have anxiety, I act out in a sexual manner and I just start sending out dick pics. I was like, I'm gonna need you to see a fucking therapist.
Where is Ayana? Because that doesn't make sense.
That shit.
What is she gonna do?
That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Put him in the dirt. I don't know, but that doesn't make any sense.
I told him, I was like, so you have anxiety attacks sometimes and you just send unsolicited dick pictures to women who didn't fucking ask for? That's how you cope? And you got a wife?
But how does that calm
Right.
him down? Is it
Right.
his spirit? Him
How is that comforting?
making women uncomfortable calms him down?
Right.
I do not
Right.
know how that made that. So I told him, I was like, don't do that shit. I
That
don't do
man
that
needs
shit again.
prison, and I know
Ever
a
again.
lawyer. That
Ever
man needs
again.
prison.
Don't do that shit ever to me again. Ever again. Ever again. I was like, I didn't ask for no fucking shit from you. Don't do that shit to me again. It was disgusting. It was degrading. And I don't like you like that.
No,
Right.
So
exactly.
we don't get along like that for you to be sending stuff to me like that. So no, you got your mouth on the creator's dick all the fucking time.
I thought
You know
you
what I'm
said
saying?
the mouth on his
On
dick.
His
his
dick.
mouth
I was
all
about to
the
say,
time. Tommy know what I'm talking about because every time
no,
you
I
turn
thought you said
around,
on his own.
On his own dick.
I was
Oh,
On
like,
his ashy
no.
dick.
he be having his mouth on the creator's dick all the time, and that should be pissing me off.
so
Okay.
embarrassing.
Oh, leave him alone. He going through something. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Right.
that.
Going
We all going
through.
through something. We all going through
We
something.
all going
Men
through
can be
it.
such groupies.
Listen, these dudes, I'm telling you, it's really hard to be an admin, a woman
Yes.
admin, when most of the team are men.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
hard.
Hard.
Mhm.
It's hard.
For our group,
Very.
it's the opposite. We have one man, and I don't know if we'll ever add another one.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
And
Keep
that's
it
just
that way.
affirmative action.
The last fruit of affirmative action was him, okay?
Keep
Yeah.
it that way. Because I'm
I don't
telling
think we
you,
will ever add. No.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
can't think of a
wanted.
man to add.
It's really hard to be, especially if all those men know each other and they've known each other for a minute, and then you coming in trying to do something new or trying to get them to be respectful. Like it's just
Yep.
it's crazy.
Yep.
And for a minute, I'm not gonna lie. I used to tell Tara, I need you to create another After Dark group. Like I need you to create another sex group. And Tara be like, shit, I don't know if I want to do that again. So we have been talking forever, and I know we could keep talking because I love y'all, and I do definitely want to do this again. I'm gonna wait till Tara comes back because I want to do a sign out with each of you really quick. But I love that Maggie and Charmy, I love that y'all have met each other, but I also more love that y'all have developed a real, true friendship. I think that's amazing, you know, and that goes to show the good things that social media can do. Social media can help you form friendships with people you probably never would have met in real life. And I love the fact that you two have created a real bond and a real sister friendship. That's dope. Tara's back. Tara, I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? You are one of my favorite people. And again, it legit met in a group, and then we chopped it up, and then she invited me to her risque group or whatever. And I remember when I came the first time, I was like titties and ass. I was like, oh hell no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I told Tara, I was like, no, I'm intimidated. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And then she had to like tighten up her own group a little bit, and she invited me back, or tried to invite me back. I think like a year later, I think. And she was like, I swear it's not wild like it used to be. Because I swear that when I joined the group the first time, the very first thing I saw was people having sex on camera. I was like, oh, fuck that. I can't do this. This ain't for me.
This is old Facebook.
Yeah, this is old Facebook.
Old Facebook.
It's old Facebook when they used to let that shit go down. Yes.
Yeah.
I told Tara, I was like, I saw that shit and turned right back around and left the group. I can't do that. That was too much for me. And so she had to tighten up on the rules. I think they revamped the group, her and her team. And then she invited me back, I think like a year later. And then I was able to come in, and it was still some shit happening in that group, but it was tolerable. I could tolerate it, and it was cool and all of that. But other than that, like me and Tara, like I love Tara. She's one of my favorite people that I've met on these FB streets. So we have been talking for a long time. I love y'all, and I feel like we need to do this again because we could talk forever just shooting this shit. Yeah. But I am going to wrap it up. So is there anything that any of y'all have going on that you want to tell anybody about?
I have a podcast with my cousin Wesley. It's called Run Bitch Run. It's a black horror podcast. We're on Spotify.
Yeah.
And you can find us on Facebook.
Yeah.
So yes.
Now on this podcast, do y'all watch horror together, or do you just discuss horror stuff?
we just discuss horror stuff, but that's something that we're planning on doing later on in the year. It's us getting together and talking, having a little, I guess, conversation over the movie, like
Okay.
science fiction,
Ooh.
like that science fiction 3000
Yeah.
show.
Okay. See, and I can, I love you, but I cannot do horror. I cannot do horror. I be trying so hard. I can't. I have to play any. I rarely do a horror video game. I have to play that shit with the lights on. Like, listen, I played Dead by Daylight with Steve. That shit had me screaming
Yeah, scared.
uncontrollably,
I
trying to do a
I was
generator
screaming at
and
first
watch your
too.
back
Don't
at
play
the
with
same time.
Charmy.
Like,
Yep.
who got
What
that
is
to do?
Charmy is a
Mm-mm.
murderer. She will be like, "Oh, I'll teach you how to play," and then murder
no?
you. She literally
Dang.
started
You have to.
ongoing beef between two members. She was the killer. I left. I don't care. I'm not saving y'all. And she was getting killed by Charmy, and someone went back to help her. And we were in Miami last year, like meeting for the first time, and we were in the Uber, drunk from the bar. She was like, "You left me! And they're like yelling in the back of this Uber. And I'm like, guys, it's fine. It's just a video game. And the Uber drivers was like looking. And I was like, yeah, all because of Charmy.
So, I'm not with it. You're not gonna get me, Charmy. I refuse. Cause listen, me and Steve played, and the minute I hear a faint heartbeat, I'm out. I don't care what's
Right.
Oh,
happening. I be leaving. I'm running. I'm out. It really is like my daughter plays it, and I be like, "How the hell do you play? Cause you working on generators and you gotta watch your back at the time, and you
hmm
gotta go
Right.
rescue people. I
Yep.
don't got that shit to
It's
do.
it's
I'm
very
hiding in
scary.
closets. One time we played, and I hid in the closet for like 10 minutes. I was not coming out. I saw who the killer was. It was something crazy as fuck, and I refused to come out. I don't care if there was a crow
Right.
that landed on top of the thing. It was squawking. I came out for 2 seconds. I hopped right back in that motherfucking closet. I'm not doing that. I
no.
can't do it.
You gotta help.
I
You gotta
can't.
do the generators.
This is not a team sport. It's a
Exactly.
survivor
Yes,
It's
thing.
it
a solo.
is.
It's
It
Right.
is.
literally a
That's
solo
how
Survivor
you
sport.
thing.
win.
Nope. I
Every man
win
for
Every
by
man
themselves.
for
by going for
themselves.
myself.
Exactly, Tara. Every man for
Yeah.
themselves. I ain't
Yeah.
got it to do, baby.
Yeah.
No.
So I was like I really be trying to like I just can't do horror. I be trying, but I can't. I'm scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scary. I'm scary. I can fight, but I'm scary.
You know, I
I'm
would
scary.
recommend for somebody that is scared of horror movies, watch psychological horror. It's not
Yeah.
slashers, it's not, monsters or anything, but it's something that will mess with your head and stay with you forever. Like Psycho. Like Psycho's not a slasher, it's a psychological horror. It fucks with your head. So
Or a
I think
lifetime
about it, girl.
movie.
You're gonna have to come up with like a a light list for somebody like me. And the first, I'm be like, Tara, I watched that shit. I couldn't fucking go to sleep. Nope, nope,
I'm gonna send
nope,
you a horror movie
nope.
on Tubi.
So
You won't get scared.
okay, I might
I
have
got
to do.
you. I got
There you
you.
go.
Cause I fucks with Tubi. I'm a Tubi
I might have to
supporter.
do that because Tubi will make me laugh. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
got
okay with
you.
yeah.
that.
I got
Because I
you.
can't do it. Because me and one of my friends, we was watching From. And From is like a thriller type show. I'm sure y'all all heard of it. It's
Mhm.
a thriller.
Mhm.
Something crazy happened and a noise and a joint happened. I had my covers up. I couldn't sleep. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. I
Oh,
had to play
damn.
something. I had to play like Destiny or something. I
Yeah.
couldn't fucking sleep. Like it was a problem. So I don't do horror well. And I be trying, but I do not do it well. So I'm gonna try it. So come up with a light list or Mag, send me that Tubi.
I got
Send
you.
me that
I
Tubi
got you.
horror
Definitely
list.
do be.
And I do
I
that.
most definitely would do that for you.
What so Charmy Mags, either y'all got anything going on you want to talk about? Really quick? You
I
want to
don't. I
plug?
don't. I don't have anything going on besides our group. Um, we do annual trips now. So
Oh,
last year was Miami. This year's Denver. Next year I think it's gonna be like a surprise one maybe. So yeah,
yay,
trips
that
are cool.
sounds so
So
fun. Now, is
Yeah.
this the all girl group?
so it's not all girl. Guys are in there too. It's just a
Oh,
four black girls blerd group.
okay.
But it's black people only, just where we can have a safe space, not have to worry about other people, other cultures coming in and trying to take away from the community that we're building amongst ourselves as
Okay.
blurs.
Okay.
Um, But yeah, definitely probably just drop that link. Me or Maggie will send it to you, and
Okay.
they can apply.
Okay.
Yes. And we
You can
also do
apply
like
it.
movie nights. We do
We do,
streams.
and game night.
We do
Yeah.
game
That sounds fun.
nights.
I want to join. How come y'all ain't tell me about this shit before
Yes.
now? Y'all ain't tell me about
Yeah.
this shit till
We
right now.
also have a Discord. We have a Discord that's pretty active. It's very
Very
active, actually.
Very
yeah.
active.
I'm gonna
I
stay
I
away
love
know.
from that
it.
I
because
know.
I'm not a
I
Discord.
know.
Yeah, Matt,
I'm not a
Charmy
Discord
knows
fan.
because we had a Discord for Ethiopian, and it's too fucking much going on for me,
Oh,
and I
that's a
don't
Too
lot of
know.
much.
people.
Yeah,
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
and I just didn't know. Because sometimes my anxiety spikes up when it's a whole lot going on, and I just can't. So
Yeah.
I stay away
Hmm.
from Discord because it's too much for me. But the group I could do. I'm
Yeah.
mad.
Okay.
I'm mad you hoes didn't tell me about this shit until this podcast. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that
That'll
later.
be
But
part
whatever,
two.
whatever. Okay, you know what I'm saying.
But
Tiffany gonna come
yeah.
in there and look around and be like, "Oh, this is how y'all living." Oh,
Bougie. Let me grab my stuff.
like,
I
Like,
don't do all of
oh,
that. I'm like, y'all so ghetto over here. Like, I'm sure I'm the
oh,
first one to
oh
call
oh
my
somebody
God.
no,
ghetto. First
very.
one
When
to
you
call
come
somebody
in
ghetto.
there, you have to look at the pin post. You can read all about Derek Gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek,
Derek
Derek
yes,
Gate.
Gate. Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is Derek? I say I
So
gotta.
here's the premise. So here's the
Okay,
premise,
okay.
and this will bring people in too. A married man talking to several women inside of our group.
Several.
Several.
Several. When I
Several.
say
And this
several, I
wasn't the
don't mean
first group he
three.
got
I
kicked
mean
out of
like
doing it
five or more,
with the
How
women in
did
our
they
group
find out about each other?
with the fresh pussy baby.
with a
Still the white
still
stuff.
living in the house. Oh wait, divorced, separated, but
Taking the
still
kids
living in the
to
house for
school.
the kids,
The new
for the baby.
baby.
And the baby.
And I think they found out because one girl, he had ghosted her, but he was still in the group talking. And we have a thing called Messy Monday. So we have Messy Monday, Tasty Tuesday,
That's
Throwback
why y'all got
Right.
that
Thursday.
shit. That's why y'all got that shit going on. That's now I understand. Cause I was like, I don't understand. Now I get it. You got messy, but you know what? You know what? That's actually kind of smart because sometimes people need to get that shit out. They need to get that shit out
They
their
do.
Yeah.
They
system.
do. They
And so
Yes.
do.
a
They
messy,
do.
because Corey Hime Palace got something like that where we allow members to vent every now and then, every
Hmm.
week. They need that. So I give you that. But
Yeah.
that explains why y'all got all this shit going on. You get a little
And now we
empty
have
handed.
like
Oh,
anonymous posts, and we have an anonymous post in
I'm gonna post something
Discord.
anonymous as fuck. I'm gonna post something anonymous.
People in
So, Mags, besides the group, is there anything you got going on that you want to tell everybody about?
Nope, just the group. We just got back from our trip. So deciding what we're gonna do next year, probably like a surprise thing that we
Didn't you have
found
an
out.
Etsy? Didn't you have an Etsy shop?
I do, but it's currently down.
Okay,
I'm in the works of reworking everything, learning how to draw better, just to better craft it. And I just moved back home.
okay,
So hopefully I can relaunch around the holiday season. That's
okay.
my goal. But it is Maggie Stationery. And I can see like my IG, but yes. And I do books. I love reading. I read a lot of books, but they have to be by black authors and
mm,
characters like 99% black, that 1% is POC. But yes, like finding that community, maybe wanted to write a book. So yeah.
All
love
right.
it.
Well, I
Okay.
love y'all. We have been talking forever and we can keep talking. So we definitely gonna have to do this another time. I love y'all. And
Yeah.
obviously, this podcast, you can catch this podcast on, I think I'm on this podcast is on Spotify, it's on iHeartRadio. I am trying to get it approved to get it on Pandora. Obviously, I have a YouTube channel. So, it's a little bit of everywhere, trying to reach as many people as possible. So I appreciate y'all for coming on this podcast and talking about it because it's definitely something that I think should be talked about a little bit more because I think nobody really understands what a lot of us black women go through as admin team
Hmm.
members. Like we put up with a lot of bullshit, not just from members, but from our fellow admins. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Unless we go in looking for beef. But a lot of us don't go in looking for beef. We just us. And some people fuck
Right.
with us and some people don't. And that's just it is what it is. But
Hmm.
I do. I am glad that everybody does love what they do. I am glad that everybody has found friends and community relationships, some of us situationships, other ones of us, you know what I'm saying? And we all got a little story to tell, and that's dopeness. So I appreciate y'all. Tarby, I love you. Charmy, I love you. Maggie, I love you.
Love you
And
too.
thank you so much for being on my podcast. And I will catch everybody on the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.